This is 5 Minute Feng Shui, podcast 85, 8 Feng Shui Power Enhancers. Welcome to the 5 Minute Feng Shui podcast, where each week I talk about how to move energy and make money. You'll learn how to create a prosperous home and an abundant life using classical Chinese Feng Shui. I'm your host, Katie Weber, publisher of the Red Lotus Letter, Feng Shui Easing for Wealth. Each week, I'll cover Feng Shui topics that can help you improve your life, share inspiring stories, and always end with 3 easy-to-implement Feng Shui tips that you can put to work right away, and usually in about 5 minutes. Now let's get started on the 5 minutes that could change your life. Hello, and how are you? It is an absolutely stunning day where I am. We have had rain the past couple of nights. Memorial Day was just yesterday, and it is so clear and so clean. The sky is so blue. There's just nothing that makes me feel as good as when there's a beautiful cleansing rainstorm. It's like the whole world gets washed. And and coming from somebody who enjoys cleaning, I love that freshly washed look and feel to the outdoors. Your grass looks greener, the trees look brighter, everything just looks so pretty and enhanced, and I love that when there's rain. Now, I want to talk to you today about something that I think is so enhancing to our Feng Shui, and these are the 8 Feng Shui power enhancers. But never forget that Mother Nature, what Mother Nature does, like a beautiful rainstorm that's cleansing and beautifying, and it just clears everything out, clears the air, that is always going to be your absolute best Feng Shui. So anytime you can, tip your hat to Mother Nature, do so. Help out, feed a bird, enjoy the outdoors, be outside, plant some flowers. It makes all the difference in the world, and all that crazy stuff that goes on in the news and and just in life in general. It just makes it all melt away. It goes away. I just love the outdoors and what Mother Nature can do. And we're going to be talking about Mother Nature and how it helps you as a Feng Shui power enhancer. Now, we talked about the 5 essential Feng Shui cures a couple of weeks ago, and this is a follow-up to that. But this is going to be about the things that you can do around your home that are just absolute essentials as a power enhancer, things that will bring wonderful things, not hold back problems, but bring wonderful things to you, good fortune, opportunity, growth, advancement, recognition. These are all the things that we want to have. Obviously, more so now than ever with, the corona has created a problem with, jobs and layoffs and that kind of thing. So we want to enhance our homes as much as we can so that we can bring more opportunity and more security to our life. So let's get talking here about these 8 essential Feng Shui enhancers that you just have got to have. Now, the key to activating your Feng Shui is always to use the right enhancers. These are often called Feng Shui cures, but these particular cures are ones that help you boost your great energy. These are a Vitamin B12 shot to your home or office. These enhancers, they're not anything special or particularly difficult to find either. In fact, most of the things that I'm going to recommend to you are ordinary items that can be used in really simple ways to help improve the energy in your home and your life. So before you worry about turning your home into a Chinese emporium, keep in mind that these Feng Shui enhancers are things you probably already have, and now you just need to put them to work and see them in a new light. And when you look at them through Feng Shui eyes, you're going to see them in a whole new way and how you can use them to go to work for you. Now, when placed properly, these 8 power enhancers will help lift your energy. They lift stale, stuck, or stagnant energy. They give your home a bright and helpful nudge. And they also welcome good chi. They bring in and welcome happiness and opportunity in your life. And we all need that, and we need those opportunities to flow and to continue, not just one, every so often, once a year. We need them to be continuing, because that's how we grow. So we want to create these or use these power enhancers so that we have opportunity coming to us continually. So let's start talking about some of these enhancers. The first one that I want to talk about is lighting. Now, everybody, you watch any real estate show, they will tell you or you will see couples looking at homes, home buyers or home sellers or people that are out house shopping. And the first thing that they want to have is lots of light. And it's true. Lighting is an all-purpose way to add great energy to your home. It also helps to ward off negativity, because negative energy like depression or problems, it likes those dark corners. It likes the lack of light. It's where it can grow. And we don't want to allow negative energy to grow in our home or our lives. It's what is it? They say the sunshine is the greatest disinfectant. And it's true. So lighting on a Feng Shui level adds yang energy. Now that's the good stuff. That's absolutely vital for having a home that's activated for health, for wealth, and for relationship happiness. Now, lighting can be used to fill in missing corners or sectors. You can activate your front door, brighten your foyer for new opportunities, and to bring growing chi and more income as well. So keeping your home bright is one way to energize it for good news, to create a positive and optimistic outlook, and to keep your home and life feeling bright and hopeful rather than dark and depressing and having a negative outlook or feeling despondent. We don't want that at all. We want to lift that energy. And that's as easy as opening the blinds every day. That's something that you can do every day, and something I loved on Downton Abbey. If you watched that show, I loved how they showed at the beginning when the show is coming on for that episode, and they would always show the people coming in the morning. It was like the morning energy. It was the start of chi. That is the start of chi for the day. They had that morning energy, and they were cleaning, and they were throwing open the drapes and opening the blinds and turning on the lights and building fires, and bells were ringing. It became an active, energized house, and you felt that active energy from that house and in that morning. And that's what we want to do every day. That's a habit that I have in my own home. Every night we close all the blinds and the shades and draw the curtains. And in the morning, that's our habit. We open it all back up, letting the light come in. And it's amazing how just that simple act can create a lift in your energy. So it's a really simple, easy thing to do. Now let's talk about some other ways that you can add light into your home and to energize your home and life. And that's really some simple things, or to add twinkle lights to your plants. So you don't have to always put those Christmas lights away. Add them to your plants. They look fabulous. Put them on the plants that if you have plants on either side of your front door, or you can use them outdoors. There's no reason you can't use lights year round. It doesn't just have to be for the holidays. Keep your foyer and entryway brightly lit, because this is where you welcome opportunities and add income to your life. Is through that front door. You can also add landscape lighting to give your garden a boost of yang energy and to keep your home energized. And of course, crystal chandeliers are absolutely one of the best energizers for opportunity that comes with wealth attached. Now, that's never a bad thing. And so if you have an opportunity to add a beautiful, brilliant chandelier with crystals, it's a fabulous way to lift energy. I really like lighting in landscape. If you have any kind of boulders. This is really auspicious. If you can put a light that shines up on a boulder, that means heaven's or the earth's most beautiful energy is coming from within. So it's bathing your home and boulders with that. It's very enhancing. You can also do that around your landscaping and aim lighting up at your house to light up your house and lift your house in the evening. I think landscape lighting is one of the best things that you can do to lift energy at your home, as well as adding lighting inside your home, opening shades and closing them at night and opening up in the day. It is one way that you can add a little sort of re-energizing ritual on a daily basis. So I really love that. Now let's talk about number 2, which is crystals. Crystals are beautiful. They are the earth's most beautiful energy made manifest in a stone. So whether that's a diamond or it's an amethyst or citrine or rose quartz or whatever your favorite crystal is, these are natural beauties that are Earth's most beautiful energies made manifest. They're excellent energizers that can be placed to activate the southwest love location. They can be added to the northeast sector of education and wisdom to help you with decision making and clear thinking. It can also be added to the west sector of children to enhance creative projects. Whether you have children or not, it's helpful for children, but it's also good for those relationships that you have with your children or anyone who's under you. Maybe if you're a supervisor, they're not your children, but they are your subordinates. This is also a nice way to activate your managerial energy. And then, of course, there's always that northwest corner of heaven energy and helpful people. And don't we all need those? Yes. So that corner, that northwest corner, will help bring people to your life. When it's activated with the beautiful crystal, it will help bring people to your life that will help you. And I don't mean just help you like, here's a sack of cash. Now, a lot of people think, okay, I want to do this and I want to win the lottery, or I want to energize helpful people and somebody brings me a sack of cash. Now, that would be nice. I would love that. And I wouldn't be talking to you on a microphone. I'd be, on the beach in Maui. But here's what is important about that northwest corner and activating it with crystals is it will bring people to you no matter what your need is. If you have a doctor that you need, a specialist who can help you with a health problem, maybe you have a friend who happens to know of an opening for a job. These are roundabout ways to wealth, and that's how those helpful people actually can affect your bottom line. It's not people just walking up and ringing the bell and handing you that check for $1 million, but it's helping you find the people when you need them. And I as somebody who has had more as a spouse with lots of surgeries, we are always looking for the right doctor, and this is something that's really important, is the people in your life. So we always want to have those helpful people. So let's talk about how you select a crystal. You want to select a crystal that speaks to you, that you find personally that is really beautiful. So when you are looking at buying crystals, look at ones that are clear, they're not cloudy, that they're really bright, and ones that you look at and they please you. That's so important. Don't buy something just because it's citrine or amethyst or whatever it is. You just don't want to do that. You want to actually look at a stone that is appealing to you. So, and the other thing you want to do is, wherever possible, you always want to add lighting to your crystals. So if you find a beautiful amethyst, place it under a lamp where it can sparkle and shine and be activated for its enhancing qualities of health, connectedness, a feeling of being grounded in our hectic and sometimes crazy world, as we have seen since Corona. Thank you very much. They're also helpful for solidifying our relationships with others and to improve our thinking and decision-making ability. And that is a critical thing these days. So important that we're able to make good decisions, because we are having to handle a lot of stuff we've never had to think about, and so we really need that ability to have very clear and sharp minds. Now, how do you use these? You can add a large crystal cluster in the southwest corner of your home or your living room to benefit everyone who lives with you. Look for, like I said, clear, sparkling varieties and avoid those that are dull or cloudy. Always get the ones that really speak to you. You can also add a geode to your home to add mountain energy that will help sustain you through difficulties. Or you can tie a geode with red thread or ribbon and place it under the foot of the bed of the woman of the house. So if you're the woman, you can put it underneath your bed. It helps to ground you, help your health, help your relationship, also help you keep your emotions more stable and very grounded, and so you don't feel like you're on an emotional roller coaster. It's also helpful for helping your relationship to keep a partner from wandering. So if you've had a partner that's been looking around, or you just want to strengthen your relationship, tie that amethyst geode with a red ribbon and stick it underneath their bed at the foot of your bed. Really wonderful way to help ground you and your relationship. You can also hang a faceted crystal in your windows to spray rainbows in the room. This is if you hang a crystal in a window that's in the east or the west or the southwest or northwest, wherever the sun comes in, hang it in that window, because once the sun hits it, it'll spray rainbows across the room, and that lifts stress and worries. And just go stand in those rainbows. Take a color bath if you can. It's a really beautiful way to lift your energy and to lift the energy of your home by putting all those pure colors from the sun straight into your home with those rainbows. Now let's talk about landscaping and plants. Whether you choose plants or flowers to put into your home, adding plants is a great way to add growth and vibrancy to your home and life. So whenever you feel stuck or stagnant, adding a plant to your home, particularly in the wood sectors of east, southeast, or the fire sector of south, can add new life to your home. Just be sure to keep them healthy and attractive with regular fertilizing and trimming as needed, and make sure that you put them in a place where they're able to thrive and grow. You don't want to put them in a basement that's dark all the time and expect them to grow. In that case, silk plants are just fine. If you can have real plants, fantastic. But if you don't feel guilty about it. It's not a problem. Get those silk plants. It'll be absolutely fine. One thing I love to do is add a trio of plants to the lucky corner of a room or in the wood corners. The lucky corner is always that corner of the room that's opposite and diagonal to the doorway that as you enter a room. Now, of course, flowers are also an excellent enhancer, especially in the rooms of someone who's sick or who's unhealthy. They also make good enhancers for love as well. So add them in those wood sectors. Really helpful for that. Now, again, whether you choose real or silk flowers or plants really makes no difference, but put them in the lucky corner of your office. Again, is diagonal to the door. So you know how you walk into a room, your eye is just normally, it's drawn to one corner or another. That whatever corner that is, that's the lucky corner. And it's a really nice way to activate that is with plants, or put a tall plant or some flowers there. It's really nice. The other thing is curb appeal. Landscaping, I cannot say enough good things about, because all chi comes from the outside in. So the more beautiful and the more attractive and neat and healthy looking and vibrant your exterior environment looks, the better the energy will be coming in your door. So make sure that you add beautiful landscaping around your home. Just do what you can as you can do it, but that curb appeal is huge. And I'm going to save this one little tip for our 3 tips at the end about how important curb appeal in landscaping is to your home. But we'll see. You'll have to listen for that tip that's going to be coming up. Now let's talk about another important enhancer, big power enhancer, and that's water. Water is the wealth in Feng Shui. Water brings income, it brings growth, it brings prosperity and abundance. Water is so essential. It's always been a source of wealth and prosperity, and especially so in Feng Shui. Used in fountains in your landscape, or at the front of your home, or inside your home, like a fountain or a fish tank. Water is always well regarded in Feng Shui for bringing wealth and prosperity. Adding the sound of generating water to your home and landscape is recognized as the sound of generating income and wealth. How about that? We like that, right? And if you keep fish, those are also terrific activators of energy and can bring great benefits wherever they're placed. We always want to make sure that when you use water, that you add, that you have some way for the water energy to come into your house. So for instance, if you put out a fountain by the front of your home, you want to make sure that you can see it from the door, that it's near a window, so you can lift the window and that beautiful fountain energy can enter the house. It always has to have a point of entry. And it's always important that water appears to flow toward the door, and that water and flowing chi energy can enter through a window or door. You want to use fountains in your landscape or small indoor fountains to add a little extra prosperity in your life. That's because we have a lot of draining water in our homes. Think about it. We've got the kitchen sink, the bathrooms, the shower, the tub, the toilets, laundry room. Most of the time, all the water we have is draining water. So generating water adds generating income. This is so important that we have that element, that water element. Now, of course, you want to keep the proportions of your fountain or your whatever aquarium, wherever water feature you're putting, you want to make sure it's correctly sized for your home. A fountain that's too large can actually create health and money problems, just as a fountain that's too small is ineffective. So make sure that it is right sized. You know what looks good to your eye. And make sure that the water sounds smooth and tranquil and flowing and isn't too loud. And it's always better to opt for a slower fountain or waterfall than one that's too fast or too loud. Lastly, make sure that you avoid disappearing fountains. Those are the kind that they maybe have a big urn and there's water bubbling over the side and it goes into rocks. Well, that's water that goes away. And we always want to make sure that we have two types of water, because that means two types of money. And that's generating water and collecting water. So you always want to have some sort of a basin that the urn is in, or you have a spitter for a fountain, and then you have the bowl or something that collects the water, because that represents money that comes in and money that amasses. So important to have. Now let's talk about sound. Sound is so important as a power enhancer because it causes us to pay attention. It breaks up static energy and helps to clear the energy in the home and around you. The ringing of a bell instantly calls us to pay attention. This is one of the reasons why bells are so frequently used in shops and places of business. The sweet tinkling sounds add wonderful chi and enhance attraction energy that summons wealth, opportunity, and it clears out that stagnant chi. You always want to choose a bell that has a clear, distinct ring and that doesn't sound muffled or have a buzz that sort of indicates an inferior quality. Wind chimes are also a wonderful way to add sound, but also their hollow tubes help to draw energy toward the door or away. So you can use it as both a cure and enhancer. Wind chimes are perfect in metal colors like corners such as the west or northwest, or in the north where they can augur new income, business, or career opportunities. Singing bowls are another wonderful metal element that can create a beautiful, purifying sound waves in your home. When you want to, if you've had arguments or sickness, use a bell to clear out stale, stuck energies. And if you've been low on opportunities, get a bell and ring it, going in a clockwise fashion 3 times around your front door to bring in opportunity to your home. It's a really nice way to unstick energy and to create an opening, an energetic opening for more opportunity. We really love that. Now, movement is another important activator and energizer and power enhancer. And this could be from a pendulum clock, a ceiling fan, anything. We need to have movement in our homes, because any house that is still all day long can suffer from that lack of energy and over time become yin. So it's really important to leave a ceiling fan on, keep some music playing. We don't want our house to be a tomb. It needs to have movement. There's a lot of people that think, oh, I want my house to be like a temple or feel zen. No, you don't. You need to have it. You want it to be relaxing, but you don't want it to be so relaxing that it becomes like a purely a meditative space. You can have meditation space, but you don't want your whole home to be like that, because then it will start moving backwards in energy, and that means you move backwards in health, relationships, and money. Even pets are great movement. So if you've got a cat or a dog that's at home, it's wonderful because they're great energizers. This is actually one of the energizers I used, or the enhancer that I used to start my life in Feng Shui. I had a house to sell and it wouldn't sell, and I put in a pendulum clock to simulate a heartbeat in our home, and we hadn't had a look for months, and we had several looks and an offer within 2 days. It was terrific. So, look at what you can put in your home to have some movement. And like I said, if you've got pets, that's wonderful. But always add a little extra. It never hurts to. You always want your house to be a little bit more yang than yin. If some people talk about it being balanced, well, actually, we want a house that's a little bit more alive, has a little bit more energy in it. So let's talk now about mirrors. A lot of people call them the Feng Shui aspirin, and mirrors are a wonderful way to activate and double beneficial energy. Used opposite windows with beautiful views, they can draw that view inside. They can also add light. They can create an open feeling in your home that feels more expansive. You can add them near your front door, but never opposite the front door. That's very dangerous, and you can suffer for all kinds of financial problems from that. So very important that you don't have a mirror facing the door. Perpendicular is perfectly fine. It's also a good way to magnify a beautiful view. If you can place a mirror opposite a window with a beautiful view, that doubles that xing qi, or beautiful energy, in your home. So it's a great activator too in the dining room, because it is a show of wealth and abundance. It's also great for a dark hallway or corner. Let mirrors reflect water for more wealth, or to reflect trees and nature for growth and health, or mountains or hills for excellent energy. They're a wonderful way to activate your home. Lastly, let's talk about open space, because we always want to have room to grow. It's just like when you were a kid and your mom took you shoe shopping, she'd pinch the end of your shoes to see if you had room to grow. We have to have room to grow. If our houses are completely stuffed to the rafters, there's no room for growth, and it will stunt us. We will find that our incomes don't continue to grow, our lives don't continue to grow, and we may start seeing a backward slide on our progress, and we don't want that. Having open space is not something that a lot of people think of as an essential Feng Shui enhancer, but I do, because I believe that open space is valuable in and of itself. When your home has open space, it means that you can move onward and upward. And if your space is filled to capacity, there's no way to see growth in your life. A lot of Feng Shui experts really talk a lot about clutter. And clutter's nice and all that, and it's good to get rid of it and that kind of stuff. But I really want you to focus not about what you're getting rid of, but what you're creating. And that's, you're creating open space to create movement and growth in your life, and to bring health, relationship, income, and opportunity benefits. When qi is able to move and flow freely, that's when you have room to grow in your life. So keep your entryway nice and open and bright. Make sure that you have room at your desk. Don't push a desk up against the wall, because that represents no growth and limited growth. And we don't want that. We always want to have room for growth in all areas of our life. All right, well, we have gone through all 8 Feng Shui power enhancers. And as always, I want to leave you with 3 tips. The first one is to add water. Like I said earlier, many times, almost always, unless you've got a swimming pool or a fountain already at your home, most homes have all draining water. We need generating water. This could be aquariums, fountains, ponds and landscape, that kind of thing. So important. If you've got real water, like a view of the lake, a pond, or the river, even better. That's terrific. Water, so important. Make sure that you have generating water, and make certain that you don't have any disappearing fountains, because that's disappearing money and we don't want that. All right, number 2 is plants and landscaping. Now here's the special tip that I wanted to talk to you about. When we talk about plants and landscaping, in particular landscaping as an enhancer in Feng Shui, it really is. When you have somebody, let's say you get dressed up and you go out and people tell you how great you look and what a fabulous dress, or your hair is terrific, or whatever it is, it feels good. You soak in that beautiful energy. And this is why curb appeal and beautiful landscaping around your home is so essential, because as every car passes your home, they look at your home and go, what a beautiful magnolia tree. Oh my gosh, that looks so beautiful. Oh, their yard is so pretty. Look at that pretty grass. Oh, look at those flowers up front. They pass by your house admiring it. And every time you think about people passing your home and giving admiring glances, it lifts your energy. It lifts the whole energy of the home. Just like you don't know why you know someone's staring at you, but you can turn around because you can feel it. And you can feel it, and you look, and sure, someone's staring at you. You actually can get the same benefit, but in a positive way, by having beautiful curb appeal and landscaping around your home, by receiving all of that admiration of neighbors and passersby. And it's a beautiful way to lift your energy. All right, lastly, tip number 3, make sure you have room to grow. Open space is critical for growth and for upward movement, and keeping our options open and making sure that we have room for opportunity to come into our lives, and we have a chance to continue to grow and benefit as good fortune is able to come in and flow through our homes and lives. Well, there you go. 8 Feng Shui power enhancers that will make a difference in your life. Hey, if you have used any of these and they've worked for you, I'd love to hear from you. Send me a note. Let me know if you like this podcast. And hey, be sure to leave a review on iTunes. I'd love if you leave a review if you feel moved to. And if you do, take a snapshot of your review and send it to me, and I'll send you a gift. Thanks a lot. Have a great week, and I'll talk to you on the next episode of 5 Minute Feng Shui. Thanks for listening to 5 Minute Feng Shui today. The Year of the Rat is coming, and I want to share with you where you can find money, love, and opportunity in 2020. And it's all in my annual Feng Shui Forecast, the Success Pack. You get a full year of in-depth Feng Shui details about how to use the energy of the year for success and prosperity. That's because every year we're showered with a Roman candle of opportunities for money, abundance, love, and opportunity. You just have to know where they are. And my Year of the Rat Feng Shui Success Pack includes all the details for every house and every zodiac sign. You also get this year's lucky clothing, handbag, and wallet colors. So be sure to go to redlotusletter.com/rat for all the details on the Year of the Rat and how to make this year the year of your dreams.